I go on the skating rink all the time. I see girls, guys trying to turn. Hey man, step, then turn your head. Oh damn, that was quick. Yeah. Now do it 100 times. And they're looking at me like, what? Yeah, wax on, wax off. What's that? Karate Kid, man, just keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? If you put the reps in, when you first start working out at the gym, you don't know. But the more and more you do it, the muscle memory, you get a rhythm, same thing with skating, man.
Repetition, repetition, repetition. A strategy used in arithmetics, sports, arts, and almost any other skill that involves embodying its essence through both intellectual and muscle memory. The other side of that coin to be aware of course, is the definition of insanity, which Albert Einstein allegedly defined as doing the same thing over and over again while expecting different results. This, of course, is not the dictionary definition of insanity, and many argue that it was never even an Einstein quote to begin with. I feel like rhythm, physics, the pursuit of science itself, requires one to try something over and over and over again.
So every sound is a frequency. If you were to take a analog synthesizer, which we do have one right here. If we were to take an analog synthesizer, what it is it's a bunch of circuitry that is emitting a vibration that creates a tone that we can hear, and then you manipulate that tone. That's what, you know, when you hear like Stranger Things, and that introduction is using very much analog synthesizer sounds, which are fast to create this mood. And that mood is just these wires vibrating at different frequencies to create tones that create this vibe.
I think just change the times.
No, I think it was economic.
Economics?
Yeah.
Change the times?
Money.
Yeah.
Money. Because the people that run the rinks, he couldn't afford,
Right.
to carry it because of what he was being charged. So that flowed downhill. Everybody. The rhythm was taken by economics.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Bucks to get in, right?
Initially, it was good, and then it went up to like 15 and 20 bucks.
So
And you're talking about kids.
Economics took it.
Mm-hmm.
People got more things to do.
Mm-hmm.
More stuff came on stream.
Mm-hmm.
Computers started to become more popular. Video games started to become more popular. You know, so
I think other, like you said, other activities.
started to pop up more because when we were roller skating, what else was there to do?
Well, there was always dance, but roller skating was another form of dance. Other than
It was one of the cleanest fun around.
Right.
You know,
You could go there without having to worry about
yeah.
drunkards.
Yeah, it was a
stoneheads and
healthy,
buttheads.
fun.
So why did you stop going?
The rinks closed.
That's the reason why I stopped.
The rinks closed. I would have continued roller skating. I remember trying to go anywhere there. Fine. I would go to the States. Jermaine will tell you. I'd take my
We
skates.
used to go down to Calgary when I found out there was one in Calgary. Yeah.
We just had to go wherever we could find it. Some of us We were working. We
Because
could afford to spend.
Well, because
Some of
well, myself, I was young.
Yeah.
I was a broke kid, so.
But you never had to worry as long as you was with us.
Well, if I'm with you, and we don't pay to go in.
Yeah.
Like,
The truth be told, we figured it out. But I'm just saying, that wasn't everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I think my attention was drawn elsewhere. So I think that year I went to high school as well too. So that wasn't the thing. It wasn't popular anymore, per se, I guess, as it was before. But then the rinks also started to close down as
That's
well.
what I'm saying. I think the popularity had a lot to do with
the rings
the
closing down.
rinks. closing
Because
down.
to be honest with you, if the rings was there, I would still be skating.
Wow, really?
Yes. Well,
and it, you
I
know,
believe I would still be
if
skating.
all the components, like the music and the thing, and Hans, he had
Were they still open in the 90s, right? Because I remember going there when I
Yeah.
no, I remember going there when I was at college, but it was sparse.
Oh man, that's a tough one because I'm just thinking about like how we grew up as seeing that when we were younger. So I'm not that these kids nowadays are. You gotta try to get them off the phones. You gotta try to get off the video games. Get them out there like how we used to grow up out there and go like skating in the park or whatever, right? So that's a tough challenge and. I think if we open something like this and get them out there, they'll see that it's gonna be. This is a little bit better than playing video games on your phone, right? You're being active, you're out there, mingling with other people, and I'm sure they're gonna have a good time once they learn how to skate and do all the stuff that they see other adults doing, or maybe kids who are actually in it right now and see how those guys do it, right? So yeah, I think it's a challenge to get them out of this generation's comfort zone to bring the past into the future, and hopefully they see that as pretty dope, and then bring it up to their scenes or their kids, right? So, yeah.
This generation not asking no questions. All they doing is pick the phone up. Oh, I seen the video. Oh yeah, Skate Mafia Gwinnett. Oh, Skate Mafia Gwinnett. Yeah, that's the best crew in Atlanta. They don't even skate in Atlanta. If people don't ask questions, they assume stuff, or they watch the social media videos. And then by the time they start talking about it, oh, yoga didn't start nothing. Yoga begged us to show him how to do what we was doing.
I think we underestimate the power of the internet and how the younger generation is utilizing it. I think it's a great tool to use to connect to the younger generation. However, if we want to enhance that connection outside of that, bringing roller skating through like Cypher Wild, having to come through and the floor is padded, it's flat surface so you can bring your skates. Opening those spaces up and doing that, doing the thing, having the kids see you and be like, doing the thing. Oh, that's an option. I don't have to like dance just on my feet. Yeah, I think that inspires the younger crowd, the younger humans.
Because all they doing is, it's like house party, the first house party. Martin Lawrence is DJing. He like, yeah, I got labels on my joint so they can't steal my mix. Because you can't see the record that he's playing to steal his mix. Well, in skating, you can't do that. There's no labels. People are gonna watch, they're gonna record, and then they're gonna go back and they're gonna steal it, and then they're gonna chop it up, and they're gonna take this move off of this move, and then that move off of that move and put it together. And then we got a new move. Mine. Oh, you a hater. Call it what you want. That's all my right there. Everybody that takes my class gets my Instagram. And I tell all my students, you got a question about something, you want to know about something, ask. Don't assume. The assumption is the mother of all f***ups. Don't assume nothing. Ask, like you just said, if you wanted to know something, you go hit my phone and say, yo, Paul, what's the family tree of ATL skating? And I'll tell you, like I said, every group that we saw coming up skated like this. My boy Doug, shout out to Doug Wynn, Saladin, Saluki, Brandon Gibbs. That's my original group, the ones. It's other members, but those are the main four that you saw in the movie, you know, Sierra, whatever.
There's definitely a few amazing ways of closing the gap between elders and youths in the community. I believe that there's a lot of elders that go out of their way not to be like, I'm here to teach you, but they're more of like, this is who I am, and being me allows other people to just learn from them. They're not coming in being like, I'm the teacher. They're coming in as well as a student themselves. Right? Like, you can't be a teacher and not be a student. So coming in and being like, oh, can you teach me something? How do you want to move? Speaks a lot to just, I'm gonna show you cool moves. I believe that's how, like, people feel an energy of arrogance of being like, so you're telling me being who I am, these moves that don't match and align to whatever your teachings are is wrong. You're starting on a bad foot. It's not a way to go about it. And I think it is the elder's responsibility to come in as a student and be like, there's new ways to living. When we were also young once upon a time. I was much, much younger than I am now. I'm not an elder yet. However, I'm getting to the point where I have youths looking up to me. And when I was younger and I was looking up to people, I didn't like the people that told me what to do. Like, I'm defiant of authority for a reason. Like, there's a reason why children challenge us. They challenge us to do different, to think in new ways, because we get stuck in our old ways as we get old. And sometimes that ain't it. Old ways are cool, but sometimes it ain't it.
But Doug, watch them. Doug is a drum major. He's like, I don't want to look like that. They all look like that. Let's go this way. And we went, and they laughed, and they laughed. And then the checks came, and that smile turned upside down real quick, because they're like, oh, y'all picked them again? Oh, y'all picked them again? Oh, they did the Sierra video? Oh, now they're doing the movie? I went to teach Usher in Vegas. So the two background skaters that skate with Usher, one of them's a JB skater. Dope dude, Bobby West. I'm teaching Bobby West. I'm like, he should be teaching me. But they got me flying out here to teach him ATL style. Now, anybody know JB, most of their stuff is done with their legs. They ain't doing no claps. They hand gestures ain't. He said, bro, you asked me to do something I ain't never did before. Every time Bobby West see me, he's like, I said, you ain't gotta do that, man. I said, you still from not from this planet, dog. I'm from Earth. You're not. You know what I'm saying? I should be doing this to you. So they sucked all that up. And that show went on 10, man. You know what I'm saying? The show was great. The fact that he got to do it that long, and you know, that's the stuff that I like. Usher was a singer and a performer. He became a skater, and he took skating and skate styles and in different flavors, and he said, boom, and that shit blew up. And somebody's like, oh man, you know, Usher, they hate. I'm like, bro, just let it be what it is. The man come out here and skate with us. He ain't got no security. This man ain't out here acting like he better than nobody. He come in his rink and he get his roll on. You gotta respect it, dog. I don't give a what happened in his past or what if that ain't got nothing to do with what he doing now. He ain't dwelling on that. He doing his. He doing whatever God set out for him to do. And if that's big up and skate and make his skate bigger to the world, then let's blow this up. Let's go. So Usher keep doing whatever the hell it is you doing. Hell, they was out, he got skaters out in Saudi Arabia. They skating in Dubai. That's dope, man. Cause people skate all over the world. But now he can go out there and enhance skating because Usher came out and performed and then he had skaters. Come on, man. They gotta let that go, man. Usher did something great for skating, whether y'all like it or not. I just tip my hat to him. But the evolution, man, because like I said, that Usher thing, skaters in the rink, you guys, you know, y'all better skaters after one day, one class, one lesson. You know what I'm saying? And you're only gonna get better because you're gonna keep working on that. I'm gonna give y'all something else every class. And I never made you feel like you wasn't a part of them, but I was like, yo, work on this. This is what you need right now. And then we go from there. Because everybody's skate journey is different. So guess what? I'm gone. You come back down here. You start working with her. She got something. Now you get a little bit better.
If you're facilitating a workshop and you're facilitating a workshop that is supposed to encourage expression, AKA any art workshop, yeah, you should, as a facilitator, you should know how to create space, not just book the space, but also make the space welcoming and create a space that allows people to express themselves and feel comfortable expressing themselves and feel comfortable sharing. And also just asking them what they need to make that space.